You know, Greg, with this being Game 3 of the group stage, you have to start looking at how tiebreakers might work for teams that have the same record in group play. I mean, it's fascinating.
And I believe the first tiebreaker is head-to-head record in the group. If that doesn't solve it, a tie then goes down to each team's point differential. So there are a few more tiebreakers after that, but those two should take care of almost all ties.
You've got Anthony Simons. Hamidou Diallo is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Countering the 3 at the other end. That's a nice shot by Simons.
Here's Silk. He's got 16. LeBron left side. Here's Steele. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Cleveland.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now Simons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. The 3. Here's Ayton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Pass to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Grant. Vanderbilt misses.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Over to the wing. Grant in the post. Vanderbilt defending. The shot's good from Simons.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
And one thing you love about Jeremy Grant and his versatility as a player.
GA plays both ends with activity and skill. A switchable 6'8" frame. He's a plug and play on any roster in this league.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. This Lakers franchise, of course, has a lot of championships, but they know that nothing's given. Coach Darvin Ham said that ring and them banners don't come if you ain't on your thing. You've got to be focused and make every day count. Talking about championship. At some point, the lip service gets old. You've got to go do it. Kevin, back to you.
Got to go do it. He's all about action. David, thank you. Now here's Henderson after the miss from Steele. And here is Simons. 14 points for him. 5 on the clock. And it's Ayton missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, he bodied them inside. Davis isn't shy about fighting for it.
We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Pass to Diallo. And Simons wide open. He'll fight from outside off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by Silk, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Henderson right side. Portland no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 9. 1:02 left now here in the second. Russell passes to Steele. Buries it from 3-point range. Silk's got 12 now in this quarter.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Simons with the ball. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Ayton a screen on Russell. Simons against Russell. Rejected by Steele. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis finds Vanderbilt. Outside Russell. Here's Silk. Vanderbilt, a screen on Henderson. Steele passes to Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Looking to end the run. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Check it out, Los Angeles. This early in the season, you expect a lot of movement in the rankings. They dropped a touch, but they're still in the top 5.
As long as you know that they're near the top, you're in the conversation because they're a good team with the potential to even be better.
Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Lakers.
They're leading because of the work on the offensive glass. Step 1, grab the board. Step 2, put it back in their face.
Yeah, some teams like to send everyone back on defense. They've taken the opposite approach.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Silk.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense